Beauregard, within a few weeks you are called to Zadash to preside within the King's Hall under the judgment of Lawmaster Orentha Stonegrasp, overseen by the High Richter Dolan Thryme.
I go where you go, baby.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
The High Richter Dolan Thryme recognizes you upon arrival and greets you. You recognize Dolan as the individual who him and his husband Horace.
Yeah, we helped him escape the city.
Mm-hmm. The event is also attended by the High Curator Loman Ture of the Zadash Archive of the Cobalt Soul, as well as the High Curator Udala Fun. Expositor Dyron is the primary prosecutor on the behalf of the Library of the Cobalt Soul. Horace is also present. It takes not but a couple of days. The arguments are damning. When it eventually comes to your time to speak, there isn't an unclenched, angry fist in the house. Your father is brought to speak on the stand. And try as he might to defend his actions and the morality that he wishes to uphold and the reasoning, the good for his daughter. You can't help but notice the shift in the power dynamic between the wealthy and respected Lionett family owner and the extremely respected expositor, Beauregard Lionett. Your father sees a brief stint of jail time, as well as some fines.
As he walks out of the courtroom after being tried, he's being escorted out. I pop off my expositor badge and just palm it in his hand as he's walking out. Give this to TJ for me.
Beauregard,
And then I just turn away.
He just kind of clutches it and it's taken away. Until eventually, at the end of the trial, the words that reach your ears with trepidation and elation. Adan Zenoth is found guilty of bribery and corruption, kidnapping and conspiracy under the laws of the Crown and the Library of the Cobalt Soul. His granted estate is forfeited to the library. He is to be jailed within the Umber Dungeon of Zadash for a minimum of 35 years. And he is barred from holding any office or position of management within Imperial lands for the remainder of his days.
How do you feel?
It's so strange to hear it spoken. Like it's suddenly real.
It's very real. I'm so proud of you. You're so strong. And you're so brave.
Is this what it feels like to be broken free of your mind being controlled?
Yeah.
Just give her a big kiss and just pull her in.
Yasha, what would you like to do?
Beau.
Yes, my love.
Where would you like to go from here?
You mean after wrapping up all of this business with the Empire, or right now?
think after all this is over with the Empire, I mean, I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel, I don't know, sometimes I think of just getting a place with you somewhere and gardening and making you food for when you come home from work. My expositor.
Are you wanting to be my housewife, Yasha?
I mean, I think I would look pretty good in an apron.
I think you would look fantastic in an apron, especially if you weren't wearing anything under it.
Well, that's the only way you wear an apron.
So, I mean, I couldn't agree more.
I never want to hold you back from anything. I want to be here to support you in everything that you do. I basically, like, want to be your Yeza, you know? There are some things that I would like to do. Maybe before that happens.
I'm here to support you like you support me.
I'm a little curious about, my past and things. Sometimes I wonder if I just want to leave that in the past. But I kind of want to drop this book off.
I think that would be lovely. It's strange, as I feel like I've never known anyone deeper than I know you. And at the same time, I feel like there's still so much more to learn. A lifetime to learn. And I am so excited to explore every bit of you in multiple layers.
Same.
Your past doesn't scare me.
Are you sure?
It only makes you beautiful. I support this. You figuring out where you came from. Getting closure. Saying your goodbyes. And if you need time on your own, know that I'm not going anywhere. But if you'll have me, I mean, there's still a lot of Xhorhas that I'd like to see.
I will have you and then some.
Hot.
Cool. Maybe we should take a little journey to Xhorhas then.
Okay. Well, we've got like 2 weeks of paperwork that they've got to file at the Cobalt Reserve at this point. They don't really need me right now, so...
Okay.
A lot of bureaucracy in the meantime, and they know that that's not my strong suit.
All right. We'll make it quick. I'll have you back in time.
Okay.
I don't know why my nose is running. You know, it's not like this is emotional at all.
All right. You two trek together eastward, beyond the Ashkeeper Peaks, back into the broken wastelands of Xhorhas. until eventually the familiar Iothia moorlands. Eventually, you leading to one of the numerous favored spots of the Dolorov tribe's intended locations to set up in an encampment for a period. You find a group of temporary structures of hides and timber, evoking an almost Scandinavian aesthetic in their construct. As you begin to get close, one of the sentinels on horseback, spear at the ready, shield at the side, rides up and shouts, "Who goes there?"
Yes,
And with a look of recognition, turns around and rides back, shouting, "Oprhanmaker! The Oprhanmaker!"
I don't know if this is a good thing that they recognize me, but,
I just grip my staff just a little bit, just in case.
Okay. You begin to hear the sound of numerous horse hooves and soldiers on foot, as all manner of warriors of the Dolorov tribe begin to rise to greet you with weapons at the ready and tension. They draw a defensive line before eventually they part. And you see one soldier standing there, adorned in incredible hides and spiked armor. A figure you knew as Jadek, one of the marked warriors that was older than you, but seems to be wearing the attire of the Sky Spear. "The Oprhanmaker returns. Let our vengeance be swift." And you hear all at once the war cries as they begin rushing forward.
Is this about to get real fun?
I think so.
What do you do, Yasha?
Boy, oh boy, I wasn't quite expecting this. Okay. Go with me on this, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to kneel. And I'm going to bamf out my wings.
Okay.
I kneel, follow her lead.
You kneel down into the still slick mud, rain falling around you. Your wings outward, folded slightly. And you hear the sound, the thumping, the beating of feet and hoof getting louder and louder as your gaze meets the mud. Through the cold rain air, another smell begins to creep in. It smells like an odd fire. Not smoke, but electric. And right as the first wave of horses are about to reach you, a bolt of lightning strikes from the sky like a hammer, sending dirt and mud flying upward in all directions. Horses immediately rear up, and the charge of 30 warriors begins to stop, canter, and turn. There's now this groove marked in the ground. The assault has stopped. The energy continues through you.
If I was holding Beau's hand, I let go.
At this point, the spears go up. The Sky Spear comes forward once more, stepping off her horse. "What is this devilry, Oprhanmaker?"
I don't quite know how to explain it, but, I am not here to hurt any of you. I just want to know where you buried her, and I will leave you alone.
They all look around at each other. Make a persuasion check. I'll say with advantage because the lightning bolt was fucking intimidating.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Persuasion. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Okay, 17. I rolled a 19.
The new Sky Spear raises a hand, lowers it, and steps forward and approaches, still keeping a distance beyond the now heavy gap in the ground where the bolt struck. Jeddak looks to you and goes, "She was buried along the southern banks of the Seep Feed River to the north. Nothing was left to mark it.
Thank you for giving her a proper burial.
You can see that conflict internally of the importance of strength and station and a morose acknowledgement, like I wish things weren't the way they were. And you will let this Sky Spear live at least?
Yes.
Then go. And don't come back." She turns, and slowly, one by one, the other soldiers begin to turn their horses and cautiously return to their encampment.
Holy shit, did you murder the leader of your tribe?
She probably did.
Oh, fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
Fuck, why aren't you like the new Sky Spear?
That wasn't for me.
Yeah,
I think
she seems a bit, stodgy, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty strict.
Sure.
Which I was super into it back then, but things are quite different now.
Yeah.
Shall we go see if we can find an unmarked grave?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. That was crazy. Thank you for keeping us, safe.
I think you have more influence than you know.
Yeah. Okay,
Right behind you.
let's go.
A few days trek northward, you find yourself alongside the Seep Feed River. I would like you to make an investigation check. I would like you to make a religion check.
All right. Investigation, don't fail me now. Yes, not so bad.
15.
25.
Okay. You keeping a keen eye out, you just begin to think quietly to yourself for some sort of guidance. And you begin to have this vision hit you. A tree, a fire-scarred tree, singular, alone along these banks. As you convey this vision to Beauregard, keeping an eye out, eventually trying to find out where the patterns of growth are between the two of you. Low perception check would have probably been the more viable role, but just go with that number. What would have been?
It was 25.
Yeah, you're fine. You eventually find that tree. And while there's no markings, you know this is it. You know this is the grave of Xhorhas.
Would you like a moment?
I think so.
I'll be right here.
Okay. I kneel down. I thought I would have more to say. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I wish more than anything that I wouldn't have been such a coward. But I'm so grateful for you, and I brought you some things. I know that flowers are your favorite things, so I've been on some trips. I pull out the book of the flowers from Beryl Ben and the silk flower from Molly Mock from the Hupperdook Festival. Blade of grass from the barbed fields. Flowers from the White Dawn Lagoon. And many, many more. I wish you could have been there with me. And I wish you could have, just been able to live your life. I would like you to meet someone. This is Beauregard Lionhead. I'm talking to her like she's here, but,
Hi. Nice to meet you. I think you'd be real proud of Yasha. And I mean, whatever sacrifice you made in order to make me the luckiest woman alive, I'll never know. And yet I'm still eternally grateful.
well, I'm gonna leave this here. But all I wanted to say was I'm sorry. And I love you very much.
Just squeeze Yasha's hand.
I think it's time to go.
Sure.
Yeah.
You still have some of those seeds that Caduceus gave you?
Yes. Oh, what a great idea. I take out one of the seeds and, I plant it there. Cover it up. See, this is why it's great to have you around. You have good ideas. She'll love this.
No better grave marker.
Okay. Let's go.
Shall we take the scenic route?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
It's a lot of the same, but, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We walk off into the Xhorhasian sunset.
There you go.